Hi everyone, I'm Marcy, and today I'm going to show you how to make something that's going to bring your cooking to the next level, and that's pickled onions or Cebolla Encurtida. You can put them on any and everything. I love them on chilaquiles, on sandwiches, on salads, on any kind of meat. They're so simple to make and so tasty, they elevate every meal. I actually had this on my list of requested recipes that I've been meaning to get around to, but a couple of weeks ago I was talking to my daughter, who's a really good cook, and she told me that she had made pickled onions and she cooked for her friends and they were all impressed because they were so delicious. So I thought, that's it, I need to make them. So I wanted to share this with you and get right to it. I'm going to start by slicing up my red onion. I first cut off the ends, then cut it down the middle lengthwise or root to stem. Then we slice thin, going with the grain of the onion. Place the onion in a large bowl and separate the onion as you go. This is optional, but I'm going to slice up a jalapeño to give my pickled onions just a little kick. But feel free to leave this out. Your pickled onions will be delicious either way. Next, I'm going to fill my sterilized jars with the sliced onion and jalapeño slices. By the way, you sterilize jars by boiling them in hot water for about 10 minutes. Once I fill the jar to the halfway point, I'm going to sprinkle in a few whole peppercorns. Then finish filling the jars with the rest of the onions and top it again with more peppercorns. I repeat the process with the other jars until I use up all the onions. Now for the brine, we place equal parts water and vinegar into a pan and heat it on the stovetop over medium-high heat. I'm going to make mine in 2 batches because I don't want to make more than I need, and I'll get a better sense of how much fills up a jar after this first batch. But I'll put the final measurements in the description box for you. To it, I'm adding salt and sugar and stirring until it's all dissolved. Just so you know, you can use any kind of vinegar. I went with white vinegar, but you can use red wine vinegar, you can use apple cider vinegar, you can even do a combination of 2 different kinds. Just work with whatever you have. This recipe is super forgiving, and in fact, it's a real fun one to experiment with. My daughter, instead of using just regular granulated sugar, she used brown sugar and got great results. And she said next time she's even going to try agave to see what that does. Once the water and vinegar are hot but not boiling, pour it into the jars, completely submerging all the onion. Then let the jars cool for a couple of hours with the lid off. been 2 hours and these jars have cooled down, so I'm going to go ahead and put the lids on them and store them in the refrigerator. But they're ready to eat now and will only continue to get better in the coming days. Now you'll notice that they turn this beautiful pinkish color. So they're not only going to add tons of flavor, but they're going to add this rich, gorgeous color to your plate. I can hardly wait to use them. I'm going to taste them real quick. That is so good. I really love pickled onions. Well, I hope that you make this recipe. In fact, what I was thinking is, if you make it, then next week maybe we can do a recipe together where we use our pickled onions. Sound like a plan? I think that'll work. Anyway, my husband's shaking his head, so that's a yes. We'll make something yummy using our pickled onions and we'll just thoroughly enjoy them. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, do so now. That way you don't miss any one of my recipes.
Thanks so much for watching. I also invite you to follow me at Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.